Let me tell y'all the truth, and I know y'all finna be mad, okay? But when somebody shows me a picture of their family, or they happen to mention, because, there might be a discussion being had about black versus mixed people, and, somebody will be like, oh, blackness comes in all shades, my whole family is light-skinned. How your whole family light-skinned? Because statistically, that don't even make sense. Because this is my thing. Most African Americans are brown or dark skinned. Most of us are not lighter skinned. That's just the reality. So for your whole family to be light-skinned, that means y'all went out y'all way to procreate with only other light-skinned people. And that's really not that far-fetched, because a lot of y'all knew the higher place you had in society, and you wanted to make sure that your future generations kept it. This is the reality. We live in a white supremacist world. That's just, ain't nobody finna sit here and argue with you about that, okay? Like, the sky's blue, white supremacy exists. Move along, okay? Now, this is the thing. Clearly, because of this, oppression exists on a sliding scale. And let me explain what I mean by that. Somebody like me is not going to be oppressed in the same capacity as someone who has lighter skin and a looser hair texture, because of the fact that that person is quite clearly closer to the white supremacist beauty standard. That's a fact. I don't care what you identify as, where your ancestors came from, the one drop of this, that. That is a fact. If you have lighter skin and a looser hair texture, then you are higher on the totem pole than somebody like me, who is clearly more black than you, right? And because of that, a lot of people with these features chose to procreate with other people with these features so that they could keep their privilege. Y'all finna play dumb about it. Y'all finna act goofy. But I know for a fact that in recent times, a lot of y'all have heard your own family members say something about avoiding dating darker skinned people. In fact, I got a personal story about this. So I have an auntie who was light skinned, okay? And mind you, within my family, she's the anomaly, because my family is like brown and dark skinned, right? So a couple years ago, I was dating this Kenyan guy who was darker skinned than me. Like, he was literally like a black color, whereas I'm like a dark brown color, right? So I showed her a picture of him, and she was like, oh no, he too dark. I was like, girl, you know I'm dark too, right? Like, did you forget who you was talking to for a second there? Now, like I said, my auntie is light-skinned. She's also older. She like 65, right? But this is my point. My auntie is not the only person her age and in the generations before her who had this thought. A lot of y'all family members had the exact same thought. They said, okay, we have lighter skin. Let's make sure we procreate with somebody who has lighter skin like us so that we can keep our privilege throughout the generations. Honestly, I'm not even mad at them. I be telling y'all this all the time. When y'all be like, oh yeah, like biracials passed into white society, yada, yada, yada. I'm not mad at that. I'm really not, right? Because if I had the opportunity to pass as white during slavery, I'd be like, pip, cherry, mate. Y'all niggas never would have seen me again. So I'm not mad at y'all for wanting to keep y'all privilege, right? But I'm just confused by the fact that y'all pretend that we all go through the same thing when it's convenient, but any other time, you well aware of your privilege and how to maintain it. So y'all will play in my face when I bring up something like colorism. Whenever I talk about the issues that I face for being darker skinned specifically, y'all will play in my face all day. Oh, we all black. We all go through racism, right? Yeah, somehow y'all manage to see the difference when you take into account the fact that your whole fucking family tree is multi-generational, mixed, light skin, whatever. So you telling me that your ancestors for generations could see the privilege that they had based on their lighter skin, and we're like, oh, let's make sure we only procreate with other people with lighter skin so we can maintain this privilege throughout the generations. But now in 2023, you want to play in my face talking about, oh, we all the same. I don't see the difference. Like, don't treat me like I'm stupid, please.